Pat, how are you? How is everything? You look lovely.
Thank you.
What was that sigh? You tired?
Yeah, I'm a little tired.
All right, Pat, I gotta ask. So the reports on Bobby's death are out, right? As far as how she passed away. A lot of finger pointing at Nick Gordon still at this point. Suspicions. Can I get a comment? Anything?
I don't really have one. I mean, we knew before the autopsy what was happening, but I don't really have a comment on it. Just trying to move on, you know, without having to go through all of that. You know, it's hard enough.
Gotcha. I mean, but it's hard to move on if there's a lot of thoughts that maybe charges need to be filed and to get some closure in that respect. If you think that that's the best way to get closure, right? As far as the family goes, if you guys suspect that he's involved somehow to get closure, is that kind of where you're leaning at this point?
You know what? No finger pointing where I'm concerned. You know, she's at peace. You know, she's at peace, and that's all the family cares about.
Gotcha.
You know, we'll leave everything else up to the authorities, whatever happens. You know, we're just praying for the best, but she's at peace now.
Anything as far as, I say Nick Gordon, what do you think? Right?
I don't have a comment.
No comment?
Yeah.
All right, your family's been through a lot. Wishing you the best.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Autopsy test, and you know Nick Gordon's lawyer, you know, he said that with the results of the test, it could only be, you know, a suicide or an accident. And I just want to know, like, do you think she would have done something like that to herself? Like,
you know what, my niece is gone, you know, and she's at peace right now, and that's what we're happy about. We're just trying to, it happened, we're trying to get through it. You know, the best way that we can, you know, with lots of prayers and everything from everyone. We just want to, you can't put it behind you because you have to live with it every single day, you know, and, you know, we're not here to point fingers. Whatever happens, the truth will come to light at some point. You know, we're just hoping for the best, you know, for everyone. It's been very difficult for everyone, you know, and we're just trying to live one day at a time without her, and that's something very difficult to do.
yes, ma'am.
You feel like what the attorney of Nick is insinuating is kind of like a detraction from, you know, what everyone kind of assumed about his role in this?
Well, you know, the assumption is the mother of all screw-ups. You know, to assume anything without knowing the facts is very, very, very dangerous. That's why we don't. You know, we just wait for whatever the results are going to be as far as that case is concerned. As far as Nick and his attorneys are concerned, we're not really concerned about all of that because the truth will, whatever it is, it will come to light. And only God knows what happened that day.
Where are you guys at with Bobby? I know he's been struggling since this, you know, this whole autopsy.
He's going to struggle. That was his daughter. The expectation is for him to struggle. That was his baby. I mean, what more? I don't know what I could possibly say.
What I mean was like he's like bailing out of like appearances, you know, that he had scheduled to discuss it with people. I was reading, and do you feel like he just needs more time before he should be out there talking about it with?
There are no timetables when it comes to death. The man lost his daughter. Grieving doesn't have a timetable.
No.
It will take some time, you know, however he chooses to deal with it. That's something that he will do, and I pray that he will get through it, and that's all that anyone can do is just pray, because no one really knows, because that was Dad.
Yeah.
You know, no one really knows.
So how was the relationship with Nick and the family? Is the family still like embracing Nick, or like how was that whole relationship going?
We haven't seen Nicholas.
Okay.
You know,
Has he tried to explain anything to you guys at this point about what he thinks happened, about how he thinks the whole thing played out? Has he tried to explain anything to the family? I mean, clearly some explanations need to be had. He was closest to her when she passed away. Is there anything that he has said to you guys in respect to try to put your minds at ease about what happened?
All I can tell you is that he has always been very apologetic, and that's all. That's as much as I can say.
Gotcha. Let me ask you this: the authorities, right, and the DA, are you guys in constant contact as far as, because it's probably up in the air, and they're just trying to see what evidence they have, if any, to proceed with anything, if anything at all?
The authorities are doing what they need to do in order to help the case. Whatever it's going to be, it's going to be. They're doing what they need to do for the case. That's as much as I can say.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. Thanks. Pat, I want to ask one last question. There's conflicting reports about whether Nick and Bobby were in fact married, right? What are your thoughts on that, kind of about at this point?
They were not married.
They were not married, for sure. All right. Thank you. Best to your family. Thanks.